Hi everyone, my name is Lakshmi Sijith and I am a yoga instructor and I'm also a high school student in Pleasanton. And today we're going to be doing a lower body focused yoga sequence. So we're going to be shifting all our attention into the present moment and on our lower body. So that'll be our hips, our quads, our calves, and our feet. So let's go ahead and get started. This entire sequence will be on the floor. We're not going to be getting up, and everything will be a little bit more gentle. We won't be doing things to really challenge ourselves. It's more to get a good stretch, really energizing our body. All right, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start off on the floor. We're going to do Baddha Konasana, Supta Baddha Konasana. So let's go ahead and bring the palms of our feet together, and that's gonna help us open our knees out to the side, and we'll lie ourselves down all the way, nice and long. Go ahead and come down nice and slow, there's no rush. And once you're here, I'm gonna let you guys choose where you would like to place your hands. They can be at your side, they can be out to the side, or they can be up and over your head. The choice is yours, and remember to make that choice based on where you can really come into your present body, really focusing on only things that are happening right now. Taking in deep breaths through your nose and out through your mouth. Take one more breath here. And then go ahead and bring your hands back wherever they are to your side, and we'll bring our knees together, we'll roll over to our right side and come all the way up, and we're gonna go into our next pose here, which is flying table. So let's go ahead and come onto our hands and knees. Remember, when we're transitioning from pose to come nice and slow, there's no rush. And so once you're here, if you do have any kind of knee problems and you're feeling like there's pressure on your knees, you can go ahead and grab some kind of a blanket or some pillow or padding just to have it under your knees. That is completely fine. But if not, this is a great position to come to. So we're just going to find our neutral position where our spine can be nice and relaxed. It's not artificially trying to curve or arch. So go ahead and find that center. And from there, we're going to really push into the floor with our hands. And then with our right leg, we're actually going to inhale and exhaling. We're going to shoot it out behind us nice and slow, not abruptly. So using your core strength, we're activating our entire right leg here by stretching it out behind us. And then we'll bring it all the way back to neutral. Place it back on the floor. Go ahead and give yourself a breath or two to relax here, noticing the difference between the right side and the left side. Remember, try not to look up at the screen too much, really allowing your head to relax by looking at the floor. And then inhaling, exhaling, we'll go ahead and lift up that left leg. And so try to have your toes pointing towards the floor, just so we'll be able to activate our calves as much as we can. And it doesn't really matter how high that leg is, we just don't want it to be too high. And we'll bring that leg back down, and then let's go ahead and sit back in a comfortable position. So next, we're going to go ahead and lie ourselves back down onto the floor. So go ahead and come down nice and slowly. And we're going to stretch out our legs even more. So we'll start off by taking our right leg into our chest. Left leg is going to be placed on the floor. And you can choose where you want to keep your hands. So they can be placed on your shins, on the back of your thighs, wherever is comfortable for you. But we want to make sure this foot is activated. That just means having the toes pointing towards the ceiling as much as you can. And then from there, you can either stay here or you can extend that left leg out to get even more out of stretch in your hips and legs. So breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. And then let's go ahead and straighten that leg back in, and then we'll place the other leg back on the floor, taking a second to notice the difference between the right side and the left side. And then inhaling, let's go ahead and bring the left leg into our chest, activating that left foot. Then if you would like to, you can extend out the right leg. Remember, it's your choice, listening to your body. One more breath here. And then we'll straighten that leg back, and then the left leg back to center. Go ahead and take 1 or 2 deep breaths here. Just noticing the energy we brought into our bodies with these last asanas. So we're going to do one last pose here before we start to wind down. So this next pose, we're going to start by taking a right ankle and placing it on our left thigh. And from there, if this is already a good stretch for you in your outer hip, you can stay here. But if you would like to make it a little bit more intense, you can start to bring that knee into your chest, and go ahead and stop where your body needs to stop. So not pushing yourself too much, but getting in a good stretch. And so once you've found that spot, you can go ahead and clasp your hands around your thigh, around your shins, wherever you can reach, and have a stable grasp. Taking one more breath here. And then bringing that leg back to neutral. Let's go ahead and switch sides, bringing the left ankle to our thigh. And either, remember, staying here, or you can take that leg into your chest and clasp your hands around any part of your leg, really. Remember to continue to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. One more breath here. And then let's bring that leg back to neutral and we're going to go ahead and finish off with Shavasana. So go ahead and just extend out your legs one at a time. You can let your feet flop out to the side. Hands are going to be on the floor, palms facing up. And then just gently closing your eyes, giving yourself a couple of cycles of breath to rejuvenate and reflect upon the practice. And then go ahead and start to move fingers and toes, wrists and ankles, gently nodding or shaking your head. And then we'll bend a knee at a time, rolling over to your right side and coming all the way up as slow as you need to. And eventually, go ahead and find a seated position that's comfortable. And we'll bring our hands to our chest, we'll bow our head. Namaste. Thank you.